Hello, hello. Welcome to video games. Let me see if notifications working. Yes, they are. Cool. Well, welcome to the Mega Drive Mini stream. Now, everybody that wanted to get this in normal countries already got this, so we're dealing with European release dates. I think it might come out here. It was like on a Friday, last Friday. Yeah, it came out on October 4th, which was 2 weeks after US and Japan.
Yep.
So
I got mine September 20th.
yeah. I'm a bit late to the party, but we're gonna play some not Master System Mini. God, I wish this was a Master System Mini. No, we're gonna play Mega Drive Mini.
I mean, it has Alex Kidd in it.
So we're gonna go by release date. I might skip a few games, but let's start with, hey, I have a Mega Drive Mega Drive. I have a launch title. It's Alex Kidd. I remember Alex Kidd being good on the Master System. It has to be good in the Mega Drive, right? It has double the bits.
I faked chucking a Genesis cartridge into my trash can when I streamed this game last.
This is one of the worst games on the Mega Drive Mini. I'd say on the Mega Drive in general. Like this is this is like a horrible game.
Yeah. And this is my. I had 2 Alex Kidd games growing up. This and High Tech World.
Yeah, I imagine you'd hate. Even the remix sounds bad. Give me a game and I'll give you a gift. Bet 50. Will you bet your life? Yeah, I'll bet my life. Remember how this was the worst part of the game? Let's just build the entire thing around it. Just go. This rock beats everything, right? Except rock. No, I lost. And that's how we died.
Nope, not this one. You just lose your money.
Whoops. Oh yeah, I forgot like when he jumps he has like a dumb kick that does damage but not really.
Yeah, it has a really weird hitbox to it.
I punched that car.
Yeah, this game sucks. Like, it does not work good.
Hello, it is I, the person who can no-hit or 1cc the regular Alex Kidd, and I can't like get past the first fucking screen of this bullshit. I hate this game so much. This is like imagine like being super into Dino Crisis 1 and 2, and then Dino Crisis 3 comes out, and you're just like staring, like why is this a thing?
Wait.
Yeah, it's a secret.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I thought the game just glitched out. I don't remember seeing the Jank Sheen.
Yeah, it's a classic Alex Kidd enemy. But I've been kind of thinking like how well the first Alex Kidd handles, and kind of like, why don't I just remake that engine in Game Maker and just make like an Alex Kidd clone? Because it will definitely be better than this.
I was gonna say, I can't remember exactly how Lost Stars plays, but this has to be the worst, like, action.
Lost Stars is basically like Wonder Boy style. Like you just walk forward and avoid obstacles, and you pick up power-ups to increase your timer.
Yeah.
Oh god, the fact that you have to like rock, paper, scissors to shop for shit.
I mean, High Tech World is mostly adventure game. That I would say even the action segments in that played better, even though it was one hit kill. Also, you remember what the thing is? Like, what the Japanese version, the consequences of that are? Or you ever heard see that?
I remember it being something more brutal. Oh no, you go, you end up naked, right?
Yeah, you get stripped of your clothes.
I just want to say that if you read the Master System... Oh my fucking god! Just want to buy a stupid fucking bike. If you read the Master System Compendium... okay, he did paper twice, right? So let's do scissors. We read the Master System Compendium and in Miracle World, the... I think director/game designer of the game says his only regret was the rock, paper, scissors minigame. Like, he said that was like... that made the game worse.
From Miracle World or this?
For Miracle World. Thank God. And I still have to pay for it. I still have to pay for it. So, like, I have to wager my fucking money. So just like, take this, like, I have to wager my money for a chance to buy a thing, and then I still have to buy it. It's like worse than buying a magic booster, and now it broke.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was waiting for that thing to break instantly.
Also, I'd rather play High Tech World than this, because at least in High Tech World, like, moving is functional.
Also, High Tech World has the thing of it actually being a completely different game originally.
How I break? How I break chest?
How do hitbox work?
Isn't the kick meant to, because when you can't jump and punch, when you jump and punch, you kick. So I'm assuming the kick is meant to do damage, but I guess it doesn't break things.
Yeah, and it has like a weird hitbox, like it's supposed to be like it's like underneath you or something.
Oh my god, I hate this game so much. It's so bad.
Checking some real quick.
Oh, sorry, I was resetting it.
Yep.
I forgot there's a reset button. I had to do a hard reset.
Yeah, cleanse the RAM from ever remembering I've played that game.
It's so bad. It is definitely one of the worst Mega Drive games I've played. Speaking of not great Mega Drive games, there's Altered Beast.
I mean,
it's
at least
it's better than Alex Kidd.
Yes. There are people that I know that are working on hacking this, but they have not found it, the same way. Like, I know people were trying to look into it to see if you can play, like, Sega CD games. Yes, the original pack-in, at least over here.
I think it was pack-in over here as well. We played. Actually, I should have you rank the GBA Altered Beast.
I had that.
Oh, you have that on the list?
No, I had that game.
Oh,
like on my Game Boy Advance.
It is so not great.
It was also great because it was in that era of the Game Boy Advance when the SP was not out, so therefore it was nigh impossible to see.
I think like that's one of those games where like if the stages were half as long, it would be an infinitely better game, but it would still not be good. It would just be better.
Yeah, Metamorphic Force is the better Altered Beast.
Oh, definitely. I don't think that ever got ported to console though.
No, it didn't. That and a bunch of other arcade or Konami arcade games. Also, I'm surprised he didn't do at least this version of the game has the cheat that lets you turn into any animal on any stage.
Oh, I don't even know what the cheat is.
Do you want me to give it to you so you can be the bear on every level?
Yeah.
I remember it was like a really simple one too, and it gave you like.
Do you have to restart the game?
I typed in Altered Bear on accident. It is. Hold ABC down left and then hit start. On the title screen.
On the main menu?
On the title screen for, yeah, on
Okay, let me just, game reset. So what do I have to hold?
A, B, and C, and then down left as well. So A, B, C, and down left.
And press
And
start?
Yep.
Ah, perfect. Bear. Bear, 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 bear.
Rise from your grave.
Rise from your grave.
Also, apparently there is one of those games that you can continue. If you hit hold A and start, you will continue where you left off.
Oh, like from the title screen?
Yep.
Huh. Was that in the manual or was
did
that a
not-
cheat?
Power up.
I don't know. That's probably a manual thing.
Going around kicking everybody. It's not like even a martial arts kick, it's just like I'm kicking a can kick.
It's like a shin kick.
Power up.
Also, I never noticed in this version of the game that the music resets every time you get a orb.
There we go. I don't think you can actually. This is actually gonna probably be
Yeah.
harder because the bosses are designed for each form.
Or it's gonna die instantly.
Oh god, I died instantly.
Actually, that's not that bad because you jump up and it'll crush things.
Bear percent speedrun. This is why the Master System version of this one is the worst one, because you don't have the bear.
Yes.
They should replace the dragon with the bear, because like the dragon is so nerfed in the Master System version, because instead of having an electric field, it just glows. So like your range is much smaller.
Power up.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I think the Genesis version might actually be like the best port. Like outside of maybe if there's like a Sharp X68K version, which I don't even think there is.
I've never played the NES unlicensed copy.
It is not good.
Yeah, but it has a shark.
Oh, that shark plays like ass.
But it's a shark. Ow, I got hit by
Yeah.
the fucking golden expert.
Yeah, it's great because it's like
Look at this jump
you
kick.
know, it's like Ultra Beats. It's like, yeah, I think the 5 stages are good. Oh, you want it to be 10 stages?
They should have like remade this bear as a Sonic character.
Yep, and all there is bark.
He's just like fully invulnerable when he's rolling. Oh no.
It's
I-
great.
Hold on then. It's like, here's a dragon. Nope. And I just love how, like, why would you even make a bear, like, roll like this? Like, they were just, I think, like, the abilities were just designed before the actual animals.
Or maybe they saw like, because I just think of that as Kuma's breakdancing move.
Welcome to your doom.
I like the crouch as well. The crouch is pretty good. So,
It's great because, like, if I remember the arcade version, it's just an actual like full on.
okay, this one might be actually harder. Oh, I have to do it when it opens.
Seems like it's not so much that it's going to be hard; it's just going to be irritating. It just gets bounced back.
Ah, I like his sprite when he's like in shock.
Yes. Yeah, I'm more questioning why the stone breath than the roll.
It's, well, I guess like bears eat minty fresh berries in Japan, so fresh they turn into stone. Okay, now we have the proper bear stage. It's weird because like in this stage the bear isn't particularly overpowered, but it seems like in every other stage he's broken as heck.
God, I hate that crouching kick so much.
The anti-air kick.
Power up.
It's like there is a number of like NES action games that involve you punching and kicking that for some reason they map down to being a kick that's high. It just reminds me of that.
Oh no, there's a turtle on us. It's gonna damage us.
Welcome to your doom.
Oh, that sure was my doom. Ah, stop pushing me. I love that like animation.
There is one thing about the Mega Drive sound chip that voice samples on it are always so good.
Okay, you don't have that on the NES or this NES. This shows how powerful the bear is. Like, I've only died once now so far.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like I remember watching two people try and play this game over and over again, trying to beat it one credit, and they took like 15 tries.
Jeez.
Young man, you have arrived just in time to watch me die.
Thank you for a follow. Show your persona. Power orb. You know, I should make that a companion, the Altered Beast orb. Just like have it flow around.
Yeah, I mean, you can get the sprites from the game.
Nah, I'll probably draw it because I don't like ripping stuff for the personas.
Yeah, that's right. It's got to remove the clothes you have on. You get it?
Ah, there's a little teaser for the boss. Final boss.
That's an homage to Wreck-It Ralph. That's the thing that I remember when that coming out and just seeing that scene. I'm like, why is the thing from Altered Beast there sitting with Zangief?
Oh, I love if you're like standing still, it's like this high, but if you hold down, it's like a lower breath bubble.
Welcome to your doom.
Is this like the little alligator with the orb? Yeah. Oh no. Oh, I actually ended up standing on him. Oh yeah, he shoots little dragons. Oh god, fucking kick my shit in.
Oh yeah. Oh, that boss sucks. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's all. No, this is Altered Beast. It came out in the 80s.
So I say, hey, and hold start. Let's continue. Oh, you're right at this. I never knew about this.
I didn't either.
Huh. Okay. Well, we're gonna move on to the next game. I think everybody knows at this point what Altered Beast is. That's another game completed. Space
Oh god,
Harrier.
then you have this game.
You don't like Space Harrier?
I don't like Space Harrier 2. Although, I personally have an appreciation for this game because this was one of the two launch games for the Mega Drive in Japan that came out on October 29th, 1988. There's a reason why I remember that day exactly. That is the day I was born.
Ah. Lolo the Harrier. Yeah, like why this would be a cool thing to make a sequel for like a VR for PlayStation VR or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's Space Harrier 3D on the Master System.
Is this one of those games that got made for the 3DS to have 3D support?
I believe the original one did.
I love just like
Yeah.
how like 50s, 60s sci-fi this is.
Oh yeah, Space Harrier has a wonderful look to it. I don't know why it's so choppy. There are smoother Space Harrier ports.
Do you know the story about why Space Harrier has weird colors?
That's the one that they had the kill switch in to do the graphics, wasn't it?
Yeah, they had like a kill switch because the producer for Space Harrier liked to ship games as soon as like they were done. So they had a kill switch to mess up the colors. So every time the producer came to see how the game was going, it's like, oh no, look, it's all bugged out. The colors are messed up. So they kept doing that until they were happy with the game internally. And at one point, the colors were messed up in a way that the designer really liked, so they kept the entire aesthetic.
It's just the thing with this version is that it's basically the music from the original Space Harrier is so good that this just sounds like ass.
You don't like the fart chip? It's not even like a fart. It's not a fart chip. It's like a kazoo.
Yeah, and it's just the composition isn't good either. Yeah, it's Yu Suzuki. So also, if you're wondering what would happen if you select a different level, I believe they all loop. Like, you have to play all of them in order, but it just changes what you start with. Also, the only other thing that I'm not a huge fan of in Space Harrier is the fact that there's like 16 stages in it.
Yeah, I generally am not like too big on 2D, 3D. Like I kind of lack the depth perception for it, in a way.
Yeah. These games feel like they require an analog controller.
I just don't really like. There's like, I think Doom is my limit of how I can handle 2D that's emulating 3D space. But these early attempts, like unless it's Outrun or something like that, always weirds me out.
Yeah, the Superscaler stuff is pretty good.
It's like I can't even see these projectiles.
The frame rate is not helping.
Yeah, I think if the frame rate was better, I'd be fine with it.
Like, it just reminds me, it reminds me, because there's a really weird Sega CD port of it. There is an arcade game called Night Striker that is a game that's like this, that it feels really good to play.
B? No, not B.
FK and then number 3.
Okay. Well, that's enough of that game. To the main menu. Also, I guess I can show off some stuff in the main menu. So some things you can do is you can set it like this, so it's like a shelf. And you even see like the different box types they did. What else? You can also sort it by different release dates, I think. Oh yeah, A to Z, genre, number of players, release date. And if you go into settings, and go into languages, you can go to Japanese. And it will change it to the Japanese Mega Drive, including the colors. And the box art, including the tiny box for Fantasy Zone. You can see
Yeah,
like it's even tinier here.
I never realized that it had such a tiny box.
Look at this badass Altered Beast cover. Actually, no,
Shoyuki.
my favorite Japanese cover is for Shinobi 3. Alright, look at how cool this looks.
Man, I still love the Sonic box art.
This one?
Yeah, yeah.
How about Space Harrier with giant lady worm?
And that's just Space Harrier. Also, I like that the... Wait, did Vector Man never come out in Japan? That's
Cool.
that's a North American box.
Oh, maybe. Maybe Japan does have some standards.
Yeah, baby, they have taste.
Okay, so I have to go back here. Language, English. I wonder if something changes if I go to like German. No, it's all still the regular.
Go to German and just consciousness not even there.
No, I think like it's still Protector.
No, I was just wondering because I think that game just didn't get released. Maybe not. Also, one other box art that I do like, even though it's technically not then it would not come out, but Monster World 4 is a really good one.
Yeah, I wish I could just set it to American so I can play the American version of some games.
Also, these games.
Yeah, like what if I don't want to play Thunder Force 3? What if I want to play Lightning Force 3?
Well, for some reason they only did Lightning Force for 4.
Oh, really? Oh, there goes
Yeah,
my
it
joke.
was like. Yeah, I don't know why it was called. Also I love the fact that it's not even lightning spelled correctly.
Well, no, it's like it makes things lighter.
Also, I will never understand the
Oops,
plot for this franchise.
I think it's because there weren't that many better things.
I was just saying, there is a pretty good number of Genesis shmups too that are relatively. I don't know if these were just more popular, because you got stuff like Gyarados, you have Wings of War.
I'm doing great, by the way.
This is every time that I play Thunder Force. This is what happens.
Just die
'Cause they-
immediately.
These things take so much damage.
Yeah, I want to continue.
I mean, also the soundtrack's really good. That I will give it.
Yeah, it has really good soundtrack. No, I tried. I streamed the Sega Ages version of 4, and we were playing like kids mode, and I was still like, "Why is this so
Yeah,
difficult?"
I think I was there for that, but God, yeah, that game is just a nightmare.
I mean, sadly, I think only Japan has the best shmup for the Genesis, which is Musha, at least.
Oh, at least on the mini, yeah.
Yeah, the mini. Like, what even shot me there?
Yeah, Hellfire's good. Oh, I forgot there was Riding Trad. You also have Zero Wing, which is actually decent.
Yeah, Zero Wing is actually pretty good. Was Salamander on the Mega Drive?
Nope, there wasn't any of the greatest series on there. There was Glaylancer, which is also pretty good.
I'm pretty sure the one with the angel, like Gunyung or whatever it's called. Where you
Yep,
have-
it's Wings of War.
Was that one any good? You probably ranked that.
Yep. Yeah, Wings of War is actually really good. I did actually rank that recently too.
I forget, was Lords of Thunder on the Amiga?
Lords of Thunder is on both
Or the Sega CD?
It's on the Sega CD and the Turbo CD. The Sega CD version is actually much better than the Turbo CD version. Because in the Sega CD version, you actually have iframes.
Lords of Thunder is such a good name for a shmup. Or for anything, really.
Yeah, and the Sega CD version of that game is so good.
Yeah, definitely agree, like, stuff takes too long to die in this game. Wow, that is the most, like, the ugliest emergency I've seen in a shmup.
Reminds me of the one from Gal Shell.
There's Gull Show the body horror one.
Yes. The one that when I played it, it played at about 3 frames per second.
There we go, it's dead. If you want to play a shmup that's fairly generous to learn, I recommend Zero Ranger.
Yep.
That one's like actually pretty balanced difficulty. And it like has like continues and basically encourages you to retry stuff in a way that's not infuriating.
And also just thinking about Musha, I keep on forgetting that Musha actually has a lineage to the people who made that ended up making one of my favorite shmups of all time.
Look,
Yeah,
like a zero tell for that. This game is such not great.
Yeah, that's just that's the Thunder Force experience. At least the first 4. I think I actually played 5. I've been curious. Now time for some fun.
Oh boy. I have never been good at this franchise.
I think Ghouls and Ghosts actually might be my favorite of the ones that I've played. Because I haven't played Ultimate, that's on the PSP. This one's actually a really good port too.
Okay, but what about Maximo for the PlayStation 2?
That doesn't count.
But they're the spiritual successors to this franchise.
I would still say I probably like this better than I liked Maximo.
Which was the like horrible version you played? The Master System?
That is the Master System port of this game.
The one that has like a weird shop.
Yep.
Was that also the or is it the NES one? Which of the two has like a mage in every box?
That's that's both of them. I think it's every other one. It's like programmed to have a thing in it.
Yeah, this game is just like too brutal for me.
So the golden armor, if you hold down, you can do a magic spell.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, never mind. Is this fucker positioned in the worst possible way?
The sword witch is actually probably my favorite weapon, except for the fact that you could actually screw yourself over in certain boss fights. There's one particular boss fight which is impossible if you have the sword. But just one.
Oops, I picked up the shitty weapon.
It's better in this one, but still, it's not that great.
Oh god, I start all the way from the beginning. I didn't reach a checkpoint.
Yeah, you were just at the checkpoint.
Maybe this is the real Souls-like.
Also, my favorite thing about this particular Ghouls and Ghosts game is the fact that they realize that, hey, if they're going to do the bullshit thing of making you play the game twice in order to get the good ending, we're just going to make it super short. Because this one only has 5 stages in it.
Oh no. I thought he turned you into a goose.
He can. It's random. Yeah, I think, there's a frog as well. I don't know. I can't remember which one had the baby. I think Ultimate might have the baby. Also, that's just reminding me of Capcom's weird support of the PSP.
This is a really bad area to have the fucking Molotov. I should probably just run past those vultures. don't pick up the dumb thing. Wait, is it still armor? Well, no, I'm gonna have to open and see. Okay. Man, I wish I had a rewind option.
Yeah.
Much easier to play this.
I'd say, oh, that's the SNES menu, but that's not the SNES menu, that's just the SNES Online thing on the Switch.
Yeah. No, I'm joking. I generally don't like rewind. Grown past that. I'm a big boy now.
You're not trying to show off the entirety of the game.
No, I'm trying to show off. No, I'm kind of like, if I meant to die in this game 50 times, then everybody should see that I meant to die in it 50 times.
Yeah, that's more that's the reason why I tend to rewind. It's because, hey, I'm just trying to show the game off.
Oh, that's fine, I ain't gonna judge. Your stream, your rules.
Oop, there you go.
Okay, what's this doing?
I think it's a... Alright, it's that.
Oh, fuck off!
Yeah, I was gonna say, watch out for the pigs.
Can't believe that even in this game cops are bad. No, I don't want a dagger. Vanish.
The dagger is okay. It's not. It's definitely better than the other. Better than the fire or whatever you would call it.
Oh, maybe I should have had a dagger for this boss.
This one's not super. Never mind.
That's fine. I'm never good. I was never good at this game, so it's fine. Oh, I want to reset. There we go. Yeah, move on. Or was this early in the Mega Drive?
Yeah, that port was pretty early on because the arcade game came out in like '88. So, speaking of arcade games.
I really should do Golden Axe 3 sometime. And also that one Golden Axe game that people keep mentioning that I just have never seen, where you can play a centaur apparently.
Oh.
I've just heard of it, I've never actually seen it.
That must be 3 because
That's an arcade game. Yeah, it might have been arcade only.
Yep. Golden Axe: The Revenge of Death Hatter.
Yeah, see, I always thought that was 2, but apparently 2 is like different.
Well, no, because there is a Golden Axe 2, and
Yeah.
then I think there is a arcade-only sequel.
There's Golden Axe 3, that's the one I played the most, but apparently everybody hates that one.
Yep, and that one actually was exclusive to the Sega Channel over here, at least, I think.
So funny thing, because there were a lot of pirate copies floating around Serbia, there was a pirate copy of Golden Axe 3 that was really common, so like a lot of people actually got to play the game there. But from what I understand, like the Golden Axe fan base hates 3. I don't know why. 'Cause that was, I thought it was pretty cool.
Wasn't it like mostly a fighting game or something?
No, you have a full campaign. You have new characters.
Okay. I might be thinking of something, a different genre. I think I might be thinking of a different franchise. Also, every time I see this game, I just think, I'm like, you know, I never really cared for these games. I can't remember why. I'm like, they always seem like they're fun, and then you go and try it, and I'm like, oh right, it's because these games are massive assholes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm waiting for them
I
to
think you gotta hit them.
No, they despawn after a while. If this was like the Master System version, then they despawn. Okay, Seatbelt. I like how they also aren't allowed to jump from below, same way you aren't.
Also, my favorite thing, a bit of trivia about the sound effects, is the fact that that scream that you hear, that is actually a voice clip from First Blood.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that is. Do you remember the bit in which one of the cops like gets stabbed in the leg?
Yeah.
And like he's like one of the first people to get like hurt by Rambo.
You could say he was
that is-
First Blood.
Yes, that is the guy. That is what that scream came from.
Ah. God, I'm not good at this version. Worst part is I'm like okay at the Master System version, but not this one.
I don't think I've ever played the Master System version of this.
I streamed it with the Retro Pals. It was okay, except it was missing, you know, 2 characters.
Yeah.
But otherwise pretty faithful. Have you ranked any Golden Axe game?
No, I've not. They keep on meaning to put them on stuff, and then it's like, well, whatever the thing that it was going to be on ends up either not winning or not starting out. I was probably going to do this version when I was going to do an episode devoted to this thing, but then it got delayed over here and threw everything off.
Yeah, I would like to see you like do the entire franchise and see where you'd rank through.
Yeah, I've never played it before, so I will. That'll be interesting. I keep on confusing that in like because I know that there is a game in the Rastan franchise that plays a lot like this.
Oh man, Rastan. I haven't heard that name in years.
That's right. That did have a. Yep.
My Dragon.
The
Wow.
sound bit of me.
They just like fully charge you.
Oh yeah. They do not want you to have a dragon.
I like this like elf just being like, oh, am I in danger? Is everybody dying? And they're like, ha ha ha, we have you where we want you. Nope, I lost my dragon.
Also, I'm trying to remember what. I'm trying to think, because doesn't he have like a very powerful like roll move that it's like if you hit forward in both buttons or something?
This?
Not the charge.
Oh, this? What? I've never heard
Yeah.
of this. I've never seen this. What is
Yeah,
this?
it's apparently super powerful too. Oh, the first skeleton, the first like. It's hard to hit with, but it does like 4 times normal damage or something like that.
Oh my god, stop stealing my dragons. Give me that meat. Yeah, I've never seen that move before.
I think the name is like, oh, we're going to Turtle Village. Oh, why is it called Turtle Village? Oh, it's just a village on the back of a turtle.
Oh. I hate how they can laugh at you. They're demoralizing.
I think this game's actually the one that made me hate brawlers for a good amount of time. This and Double Dragon.
Stand still, you little piece of shit. There we go. I love how I was like, okay, he's finally gone. And he's like, oh, do you still want me? No, my dragon, bad. Oh, she fell. Oh no, it's Deb. Oh my god, everybody fucking tackles you in this game. Such
That's why I
jerks.
always try. It's always the thing where you're trying to get on a different plane as them.
How does this hit? Not like that. Okay, it hits. Oh, it hits the opposite side you're facing. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the you have to line yourself up for it. It's like the elbow in Double Dragon.
Oh my god, leave me alone. That was a long death. Yeah, that seems really tricky to use. Ah, no, I think I'm good without more golden axe. And the launch lineup wasn't like. I feel like if I played the launch lineup, I would have liked it.
Oh no, that's. So you have this game, which is a sleeper, really good puzzle game that I just keep on forgetting. It's like. Also, the sound effects in this game are so good.
Okay. Since I got called out by Ivy, I'm gonna play arcade mode.
Yeah, that Clotho is like legit like one of the best pieces of puzzle game music. God, the sound effects in this game are so good.
I mean, this game in general is so good, and then Puyo Puyo came out and ate it.
Yeah, it's great. I had some leftover funds on my Japanese Switch account that I went and picked up Columns 2 on that. I did not realize that game gets really hard.
Is it the Sega Ages version?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to
Because
be
they-
localized.
It's weird. They changed the way that they changed like the flow of what the main game is. Because rather than it just being like this, they turn it into you have to clear out certain blocks. Like they give you a predefined setup.
Mm-hmm.
It just gets really fast really quickly. Yeah, is the version that's on this is it Mean Bean Machine on this?
If you set it to Japanese, it's Puyo Puyo. If you set it to
Okay.
Europe, it's Mean Bean Machine.
Okay, because I couldn't remember if Mean Bean Machine actually came out in Europe.
Yeah, I think it was also Mean Bean Machine.
Because I know it definitely wasn't Puyo Puyo, I just didn't know if you got it at all.
It's one of those eras where, like, whatever you ship to America, just ship it to Europe as well. Because it's cheaper.
I couldn't, because... I was gonna say, you could... Because I was wondering, I'm like, because that's more. I was more associated that less being associated with Sonic, and more being associated with the cartoon. And I couldn't remember if the cartoon ever made it to Europe.
Yeah, we had cartoons in Europe. We're not complete
I know you had-
savages.
I mean, let's see.
We also had very European-only cartoons, like Danger Mouse or Banana Man.
I always confused Danger Mouse with Action Mouse. Or maybe it was Danger Mouse, I was thinking of. It was the one that the Snip just takes out some cocaine in one episode.
I am not sure.
Yeah, I always had a huge fondness for the cartoons.
Oh well, I didn't actually get to move it in time. Yep, affected. Why would I did this so badly? Because I have the save state, or like this one, but I guess like this one is meant to be the easy mode. Let's see if I can do this. It's because I'm streaming. It's a streamer's curse.
Could be.
I wonder if the like algorithm is a bit different, or what they give you could also be it. Because I got all the way to here without like save states or anything like that.
Yeah, it does seem to be.
Damn it. It just generally seems like it's easier to combo in this mode.
Yeah, it does seem like you're missing purples.
Oh, it could be that, yeah. Yeah, it's less colors. That's why it's so easy to combo.
It's like there's a mode on Super Puyo Puyo 2, the one that's on the Switch, that if you do it, lets you change the number of colors that you get, and you can change it to 2, which makes it really easy to get full clears. So that is actually the easiest way to, because I am bad at Puyo Puyo, but I wanted to show like all the little skit things, so I just did it to that and just held down the entire time. And every time you get an all clear in Puyo, it counts as basically you doing like a 10 chain combo. Yeah, and usually, the randomizers for puzzle games in this era are not that.
I'll try Arcade Ball one more time.
Yeah, set to round 10.
Let's try medium. Yeah, that's definitely the purple they were missing.
They did also have the greens.
It might also be the greens, yeah. Damn, now I need to get good at this mode. There's also columns that like has an adventure mode where you're exploring a pyramid, and then you like encounter stuff like that you do in Puyo Puyo, like you encounter spiders and skeletons, and you fight against them.
That sounds like that sounds like Puyo or columns 3. Yes, column 3, Revenge of the Columns.
Revenge of the Columns. I like to think that like columns is like an evil faction trying to take over the world. Kind of like
Oh
in,
yeah, that's the
Go ahead.
that's the other thing they added in columns 2 that made it hard, is that they added the thing where the bottom of the screen pushes up.
Oh, with the skull things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, if you don't like erase the skull things quickly enough.
Well, it also just does it normally by default.
Oh. You can turn those off, right?
Nope.
But like, then how does it count? Is it like a remaster? If it's like mandatory. Because like it feels like weird that that's mandatory compared to
So-
other Sega Ages releases.
Well, it's just that's so the game is more about, it's not about like keeping a constant, it's not like you're building up one board. You're trying to do what you're trying to do, and it gives you a fresh board.
Ah,
It's more akin to like Puzzle Bobble than this.
oh, it's like a mode. It's not like the entire game.
Well, it is the main mode.
Ah.
I don't even know if I think there's a free like this mode, but it's not the one that. It's not the focus. Like, I think in the Sega Ages version, there's a special mode in which you're trying to do boards, and there's like sets of boards that are associated with like obscure Sega characters. Like, I think the one that I'm trying to do is like based off of Nee from Phantasy Star 2.
Oh my fucking god! I hate like when like the speed is high enough and you just like miss.
Yep.
Like these little niches. Like that? Okay. Kinda worked out almost. Nope. Didn't actually match it. Oh well, I need to get good at this mode. So I'm not called out anymore on Twitter by people. But hey, how about that Disney? Really funny how they own everything now.
Yeah. This game's good though.
Oh. Once Upon a Mouse. I also like when I showed off the Master System version, like how different it was to this one, like completely different
Oh, yeah.
levels.
God, I love the thing about the music in this game is that it always reminds me of like an early DOS game. Like, it has a very ad-lib sound to it. Here's one somewhere. You know what I kind of wish that, what Disney game, rather than putting just the direct sequel of this, what I wish they put on, is I wish they put Quackshot on. this.
That Quackshot was pretty good. I think did I end up buying the remake of this on Steam before they pulled it? Wonder. Because I know they had like a remake of this and then like they pulled it off of Steam so you couldn't buy it anymore. Look at like the airtime you get. Oh, so those little plants dance and turn into a heart. That's cute.
This game is just incredibly, almost way too pleasant.
Like way too pleasant for Disney.
It's like sacrilogiously pleasant.
Well, that's how capitalists get you. They're like, look at how happy we are. We have a good image. But then you see stencil art from Banksy and you realize, oh, corporations are bad. That includes Mickey.
Yes. Art that corporations are bad as he gets several $1 million, several $1 million.
Well, he's not a corporation.
Dollars. A corporation of one.
Corporation of one. When are we gonna get live action Castle of Illusion?
I really do not want to see a live action Minnie Mouse or Mickey Mouse. Unless it's an actual mouse. Just with big ears. So yeah, you don't see any Winnie the Pooh games on this thing. I don't think there was any Winnie the Pooh games on the Mega Drive.
I've only played one Winnie the Pooh game, and it was a Focus on Tigger rather than Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
It's for the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I wonder if that ended.
Sure. That was a very fair video game, thank you.
Yeah, I wonder if that was based on the Tigger movie. I remember this area tripping me out.
Look at these graphics. The blast processing on those spider webs. Okay, that's the throw. I was wondering where there was a run button.
Nope.
Why can't Mickey Mouse run?
Because that makes it so that you can't see in detail the wonderful graphics that they put in this game.
No, he's dead.
I would say rip Mickey, but he's never dying.
Not even the law can stop Mickey Mouse. I've heard this anecdote, I don't know if it's actually true, but apparently, like, when you work for Disney, like, as an artist, they basically have ownership over everything you draw or something like that, or it used to be like that. So a bunch of artists just drew smut, and then you have, like, files of a bunch of Disney porn that they have to keep, and, like, various cabinets and shit like that.
That sounds right, because I remember there was also another anecdote that I heard that what they were trying... apparently Walt himself had such a good eye for seeing that, like, the detail in, like drawings and all that, that they would try and hide, like, really, like, obscene stuff in, like, really tiny, like, very, like, hidden background details. And they would try and see, like, what's the smallest thing they can get away with?
Yeah, I haven't heard about that one.
Zarky, that sounds like something that sounds right. I mean, that's why there was a porno called Super Hornio Brothers that Nintendo bought every single copy of so that no one could get it.
When was that?
It's like, I think that was like late 80s.
Man, imagine if they tried to like buy every image of Bowsette to stop it from going in the wild. Just like, oh, we can't have this; it ruins our image. It's just like it's just like either cease and desist or just buying the rights to images from artists.
See, the problem is that they have realized how reverse marketing that kind of thing is now.
I mean, that new fitness game is like, there's no way that got made and nobody thought, oh, are people gonna be horny for the bodybuilding dragon? I wonder, is there a subculture that revolves around bodybuilding scalies?
Man, Nintendo's been super horny lately, and I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of like it. Like, also remember Breath of the Wild. Or, there's a lot of questionable things in Breath of the Wild. Like the diary of the girl that is super thirsty for Link. Also Sidon/Cass.
Yeah.
Oh, also the Great Fairies.
If only Nintendo was horny for preserving emulation and gaming history.
I mean, the Great Fairies were always horny, but not to the extent that they were in Breath of the Wild.
I can't believe Mickey found the Chaos Emerald.
Also, you got a secret bonus that I have no idea how you got.
Because I found the secret. Okay, so you don't get to pick doors in this one. I think like in the Master System version you can pick the order. Crack that nutcracker with my ass. Oh, okay, the spring doesn't have...
Now I'm just having the mental image of someone cracking and not with their ass.
I mean, I'm sure Mickey would. That powerful ass.
I remember this stage being really somewhat confusing.
I just want to get that secret thing. Oh yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Nintendo has been getting low-key hornier. I didn't think like a lot of the new Pokemon designs are pretty horny and look more like Digimon designs.
Also, they gave Mario nipples. Or was it they didn't? No, it was yes.
Anatomically correct Mario. You know, I'm okay with corporations being horny as long as corporations aren't like trying to be friendly and memey. Like, I'd rather corporations be banned from being like talking like they're your friends on social media. I hate that shit.
Just ban Arby's and ban Wendy's.
Exactly.
At least the Arby's stuff has a bit of art to it. Wendy's just sucks. which is a shame because I appreciate Wendy's more as a actual fast food chain than Arby's. Arby's, which is the place where it had advertising that it's good mood food, which basically is them admitting that the only time you ever want Arby's is if you are massively hungover.
See, I say the only corporate Twitter account that gets a pass on being meme friendly is the Sonic one because they started it, so they can own that.
Yeah.
But everything after that, just ban it.
Yeah, you weren't being original. Like I said, at least the Arby ones has a little bit of art to it. I will always appreciate it when someone goes out there. Like, if someone puts an effort to make something, I will at least admire it for that.
Oh my god, now we're going all the way down. The worst part about like modern meme advertising to me is that a lot of it is based on like memes that are based on TV shows and stuff that's like people have no rights to, but they just use it because, you know, remixing stuff, and nobody's gonna sue a dude for posting a Simpsons screenshot. But then a lot of like these corporations try to like use those as well, even though technically they shouldn't be allowed to use other corporation stuff. That makes sense.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if you're just doing a meme, you're just doing it for, hey, this is something I'm funny. You're not really getting anything out of it. Outside of maybe some additional followers. Whereas they're getting actual... That does, in a roundabout way, give them a commercial value.
Yeah, like, imagine, like, you have the guy looking at the other woman meme. That's like looking at the girl, it's not his girlfriend meme. And like, okay, that's a stock photo. Do these corporate Twitter accounts pay for the rights to use the stock photo? I'm assuming they don't.
Let's say, is it a it could be a... I wonder if that's a royalty free.
Basically, fuck corporations, that's my take.
Good take.
I wonder if this is one of those sinking things that where if it sinks above head level you just die. Let's see, will Mickey drown in Jello? Mickey has drowned in Jello. Good, that's what he deserves. Go on to the next game.
Yeah, this game is too hard, so if you're going to wait until you die, you're going to be there for a while.
Yeah. Oh hey.
Speaking of dying.
That's a game I don't get, that people really like.
Yeah. I think it's just because this game has, like, a really cool as hell, like, presentation. It's just not a fun game.
That's a good laugh, though.
Oh yeah, that laugh is really good.
I do like
Yeah, this game...
the blade effect is really good, I like it.
Yep. Oh, I don't like that sound effect, though. Yep. See, it's the dude, he has a cool sword, it's called the Cypher. It's like this weird Tonfa thing.
You don't like the sound effect of, like, grating... I don't know what even that is. It's like metal grating sound effect.
It's like rubbing, like, a piece of wire against a... like, another piece of, like, taut, like, chain. See, the thing at least I like about this game is that it has one of the stupidest designs for a boss.
Oh, he's dead.
Get underneath that platform. Or that.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of want to read the manga that this game is based off of.
That was based on manga. Ow.
Yep. Also, if you want to play a game that is like this, that is much better, play Osmond.
Oh, I've seen Maka play that. It looks really badass.
That is a game that, much like this, it's like twice as cool looking as this game. Unfortunately, it plays almost exactly like this.
Doesn't it have some like weird mirror image gimmick?
Yes, you get like the Ninja Gaiden 2, like option things. Yeah, I mean, Osmond is also not that great of a game, but it's at least really cool.
You know what this is making me want to play? Run Saber.
Yeah. Run Saber, which is surprisingly a much better version of Strider.
Yeah, Run Saber's
For
pretty
being
good.
a...
What? Like what even happened there?
That guy shot you.
No, but I realized that, but it's kind of like, where did I have room to understand any of this was gonna happen or was going on?
Okay, at least continues right there.
Yeah,
So I think you should at least show the boss on the stage.
I can get to it. I
I
mean,
think
these
you're right about you're right there.
I mean, these are all like kind of like mini bosses. Ooh. Oh god!
You have to get an extended sword.
What if sword, but longer?
Yep, here it is.
What? Is this like the Russian human centipede?
It turns into an Ouroboros that's wielding a hammer and sickle. I wonder, does it have the voice clips in this? No, it does not. So the neat thing that the arcade version of this game did was all the text was in English. All the voice clips were in the character's native language.
Ooh.
So, like, the Kazakhstan guy was speaking in Russian. The Grandmaster Mio always speaks in English, and that other guy, I believe, also always speaks in English.
Strider always speaks in Japanese.
Strider always speaks in Japanese, and one of the bosses, I believe, is Tongpu, or like it's like Tongpu's sisters or something like that. They all speak in Chinese.
That's pretty cool. Kinda wish more games did that.
I believe this game has a slide.
It is.
Like, this is always a really weird thing if you don't get into it immediately.
Oh look, it's a monkey.
Also, in case you were curious, you are supposed to be in Siberia right now.
I think I'm supposed to be in a different game because I think people are
Yeah,
people aren't able to deal with the sharp clang. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
The worst mainstream song on the Mega Drive, in my opinion.
On the Mega Drive, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't think that is not a hot take.
What is a hot take is that the Master System version of this is much better.
That is also an accurate take.
Yeah, but whenever I say it, people are like, "Oh, you're high or something. The Master System's garbage." It's like people are like, oh, Sonic's bad because you go fast and then there's a bunch of things stopping you from going fast. I hate that statement so fucking much. That's so stupid. Because it's like, oh, in this game you shoot everybody, but then they try to shoot you back and stop you from shooting. This game sucks. It's like, yeah, it's a game about doing a thing, and then the main challenge is stuff trying to stop you from doing that thing, and you have to play around it. That's how video games work. God, the game is about kicking this ball into goal, but everybody keeps trying to take your ball. It's bullshit. But then, like, you have like Sonic 1 for the Master System where you don't actually go fast, and it's all just platforming, and people go, "Oh, this sucks because it's slow." But yeah, but it's the platforming you complain about.
Time for motion sickness.
Yep, no, that's the goal. This is down here. Nope, that was also the goal. God damn it. I haven't played this in like a millennia.
God, I remember, like, last time I played this game, I was legit almost getting motion sick
Really?
doing that. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just because the screen was so big that I was like fixating on like the center part of the screen. Yeah, the Sonic 1 bonus stages, or special stages, are the worst, I think.
Yeah, that's why they were relegated to just like a checkpoint stage and 3 Knuckles.
Yep, I completely forgot that they were even in there until I watched it recently.
I like Sonic 3 Knuckles. I like the special stages of Sonic 3 Knuckles, even though those get like disorienting in their own right.
Yeah, I have, because the funny thing was I had Sonic and Knuckles, but I didn't have Sonic 3. So what I would do is, because if you put in a cartridge that is not Sonic 2 or Sonic 3, it'll basically give you a screen that says, hey, you can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
But then, if you hit a button, if you hit start, I think, you can just non-stop play those special stages over and over again.
And it's actually all randomly generated based on the cartridge you put in. Oh, no!
Nice.
Barely. Okay, now where is it?
I believe it is to the right.
God, this special stage
Not
is such
there.
trash. Such trash. I really don't like this game. Especially because like after Green Hill Zone, then we have to play Marble Zone. Marble Zone is not great.
See, the thing is, at least the only thing good about Sonic 1 is the music.
I mean, I think Green Hill Zone is pretty good.
Yeah, Green Hill Zone is decent. This game also has Labyrinth Zone, which is in itself a crime.
God damn it, missed. Oh, there goes the bitrate.
They kind of held up.
Also, another good thing about Sonic 1 is that they actually have slopes. Which is a pretty cool thing to have in a video game of this era.
Yep.
Also, man, I really do not like the boss theme song in this one. Because, like, in the Master System version, you have the super jazzy one.
Yeah, you have like one of the best boss scenes in like the entire franchise in that one game.
Yeah, it's so good. It's just like super jazzy Robotnik.
Also, I never realized, like, well, now that I think about it, Mario did, but it was funny that this game gives you 5 lives to start.
I mean, I earned a few lives though.
Oh. I thought...
I earned at least 1 life. Okay, so this area is pretty bad, so we're just gonna move to the next game because
Yeah, move on.
Like, God, Marble Garden Zone is so dumb. Marble Garden Zone in Sonic 3 it's pretty fun, but in Sonic 1 it is so boring.
God, this game is so fascinating.
I've only ever played, so I've played like the first game once or twice. I mostly played 2, and I really like 2.
So the thing that, it's like, it's weird to think about it going back, like, thinking back, but this is a roguelike.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, the Genesis had kind of few, because they also had Fatal Labyrinth.
Nah, Zarky or not, I like 2 a lot. I think 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, I like, 2 is probably my personal favorite.
Do a co-op run of this game. Maybe one day.
Oh, 2 of this game?
No, no, you can play this in co-op. You can play.
No, 2, I was thinking, are you saying that 2, Toe Jam and Earl 2 is better than the first one?
Yeah. I mean, I like 2 more.
I haven't seen much of 2, but I think I'd probably like this one more. But then again, I haven't really played either one of them in a long time, so...
Okay, so they're basically stuck on Earth. It's gonna be Earl.
I like the jam out option.
So I think it's just like collect presents and avoid humans. Bonus.
Yeah, that new Toe Jam and Earl has some problems.
Yeah, I wouldn't really want to stream or show off the remake because I don't really like the people involved. It's kind of how I wouldn't really want to... Technically, if I were to follow that, I wouldn't show off Earthworm Jim at all, but anything from the creator of Earthworm Jim, I'm kind of like staying away with a 10-foot pole.
I mean, you could probably do that anyway, because those games aren't good.
I mean, I played a crap ton of Earthworm Jim too.
I never had it, but it's like I would associate it. This is a game that one of my friends would really enjoy, who really like that kind of humor.
I still don't think the new Toe Jam and Earl even reviewed that well.
Yeah, because I remember people saying that it was okay, but
Well, it's basically like
you
the
can
same as this.
you can just play this.
Yeah. Or can I like sneak past but still touch humans?
I don't know.
Nope. Can we fall back on the previous floor? I'm guessing the objective is just like to get spaceship parts. I wonder, if you're playing 2-player, does this have like elevator chatter?
No.
Oh, seems like a good opportunity.
Yeah, because I've seen someone stream this co-op.
Yeah, like 2 is a completely different game to this. Like 2 is like a platformer, and you're kind of going around the world and trying to capture all humans. Then you have a hidden objective of like completing like special stages to get the true ending. That's really weird. A buck. We found 1 whole deer. Yeah, music is really good in this game. Like, hey, the Mega Drive sound chip is actually good if you're not just making farts on it. If you're making melodic farts, it's really good.
Yes.
That's also one thing, like, oh, yeah, Genesis / Mega Drive has shitty music, and it's kind of like, yeah, but that's mostly because people just didn't really take advantage of the chip, because it requires specific type of tunes.
Well, the thing that about it was the fact that it was a chip that wasn't really used on a whole lot of Western computers. It is one that because it's a Yamaha FM chip. So and it's the same one that was used, well, not the same one. It is a sister chip to the one that was used in the PC-98 and PC-88. So it's like Thunder Force had really good music because Technosoft made, like, Thunder Force 2 is well, technically it's X68K game, but it is something that's on that same chip.
I think Thunder Force 2 is also on the Mega Drive. Got ported.
Yep, it is on the Mega Drive, but it was also a computer game first.
And also a top-down shooter. A freeform top-down shooter.
Yeah, it was weird because on the PC version, if you die, I think it's if you have like a really high score streak and you die, the one of the voice clips that just says, it goes, "Oh shit!"
Nice. But yeah, like, not everybody can take advantage of the sound chip. Sadly. Like, man, Comic Zone had, like, really fucking good music.
Oh yeah.
Also, I think that from what I've seen from people who are more knowledgeable about hardware and retro stuff, the Mega Drive Mini doesn't actually get the music fully down.
There was something that I remember, I think when you were doing Alex Kidd, that something sounded slightly off.
How do I get those French fries? Oh no, it's coming for me. Want those French fries? Stupid gerbil. A secret! Man, it really is a roguelike. But yeah, sound emulation is slightly off, and there's like a 6-frame delay on the sound. Something like that. Like, it's pretty close, it's just like not authentic to the hardware, which, you know, I guess makes sense. Yes, Marsh, the first model of the Mega Drive is the best one in terms of sound, and then the later ones sound worse. And generally, if you're like buying a Mega Drive or Genesis, you want Model 1.
I forgot exactly what the reason for it was, but
I mean, even with the Master System, you probably want the Model 1, the Mark 1. I think, like, with most systems, you usually want the first model, because with the second model is the one where they cut costs. Like, theoretically speaking, you'd want a original fat PS3 over the PlayStation 3 Slim.
yep. The only one I can think of is, like, maybe So I was thinking the NES, but that wouldn't quite be it. Like, the second model is much more reliable, a top loader. But the thing is that the original, like, you know, NES that people are more familiar with actually had AV output, whereas the top loader did not.
Yeah, with the Master System, God, where's that phone? Okay, there it is. That for me. Ah, I see. Reveals the map. I was gonna say, with the Master System you want Model 1 because of the video outputs, because otherwise you won't be able to capture the footage. No, Earl, stop hula-ing.
I mean, oh yeah, the 360 is probably one. Hooray, you're now a doofus.
Mail order, sure. The cereal cool? Okay, it's not bad. Okay, so basically this Snyder game is just collect cool shit. Have you been using the presents? I can use the presents? How do I use a present? Drop open. I get stuff. Ooh. See, I thought this was just a walking simulator and all I could do is just walk. Probably not been doing risky shit like going around here. Okay, I guess we can go to the elevator. Wait. Oh, there's a little island down there south. Maybe I can get to the island with this. Doesn't expire. Oh no, don't hula, don't hula! Oh, I think this might have been a mistake. Okay, let's go to the elevator. What other presents can we get? Actually, we'll open it on the next floor. Oh no, there was a present over there. Man, music in this is so good. Okay. Are eggs and bacon cool? I'd say they're cool, but maybe I'm too old. They're not bad. Okay, let's see. Present, present, present. Let's open this. Oh. That killed us. Wow, it really is a roguelike. What's this? Oh, it just teleports us on a random part of the map. Okay. Doorway. Okay, I think we can move on to the next game. Let's see if we can ground roll. Let's see. Do we have a unique grounding death? Nope, he just dies. Well, see ya, Earl. In the game, I don't know, like, it seems alright. It's just like, It's mostly just walking around, so I guess it's one of those you had to be there video games. Yeah, just kind of like a chill walk around game. It needs a gun. I think if it had a gun, it would be a much better video game. Associated with Gygax. So I've never heard or seen this game as a kid. I played it on an emulator. It seems pretty good. I never got far. Once again, the Silver Star fell from the sky, unleashing evil and destruction for the second time. The one person who can save the world must seek out this object. Okay. Guess that's us. I mean, there is a FMV X-Files game where you can pull out a gun and shoot anybody and you just get a game over. Okay. But from what I remember... Alright, this is a demo, can't play. So, we can have a lizard. There's boomerangs. We can have a hawk. No wait, that's not a hawk. What the hell is that thing? Okay, it charges up at the screen clear. We're gonna have Fireball. Alright, this is one of those games where I have to wait for my thing to charge up. Oh, there's so much shit attacking me. Okay, I'll just go back to the dragon. It's a dragon, why wouldn't you use it? Now I'm remembering why I never got far in this game. So everything just murders you. Nope, I'm dead. Wow, this game over is really teasing the shit out of me. Okay. Worm Master. Thanks, video game. Yeah, and that's how you die in this game over. Please don't bring war into this. Please. Okay, let's try this again.
Alright.
Lolo, how do I play this video game?
You hold down the button and you shoot electricity at everything.
I tried that and I died.
That's all I know about this game. Other than that guy next worked on it. Sorry, I had to step up for a sec.
I know Rejects streamed this, and I'm guessing he's good at it.
It's just a really weird game.
Okay, I think the secret is hold it, but use trigger discipline.
Yeah, so if you see right below your HP.
Yeah, I see. That's the thing. It's just like it's very hard to like turn around and react to these flying assholes.
Yeah, I was never super into this game, so... I believe if you pause, you can switch between,
Yep, that I figured out. Yep. I was kind of like, oh, it's called Alicia Dragoon, I should obviously be using a dragon. There's so much shit around me. Okay, let's just wait for this to charge up. There we go. Oh, did I miss my chance? No, I missed my chance. I will never let that happen again. Oh, secret. Ooh. Guess I'm good at video games after all. Our dragon is slightly more dragony. I like games that encourage you to just like wait all the time because you do so much more damage. Like we go from instant kill to shooting something for half an hour. Not selected. You have done well to come so far. But you are too late. I like that she's the kind of gal that shoots first. Lear has returned to us. Oh no, his lightning is stronger. Seeing what power we possess. Do you dare challenge us?
Also, the weird thing is that this game kinda... so Game Arts is the people who developed this game, and one of their first games was a game called Dexter.
Okay.
That kind of plays similar to this, but that has you play as a robot that could turn into a ship.
So a transformer.
Kind of more of a Macross style, but yeah.
Would you believe that the NES Macross game was super popular because it was in all the multi-carts, like in Serbia?
Oh yeah, that's how I played it too.
You had pirate multi-carts in the US? What?
Yeah, there was a hugely popular thing around the mid-2000s where they would set up like, I don't know if it was one distributor, but there was they would just set up in mall kiosks like the what they call Power Joys.
Okay.
That they were those like 101 Famicom cards that were all in the shape of consoles that were not the NES. Like I had one that was in the shape of an N64 controller.
Nice.
That included its own little light gun that looked like just a pistol.
Finally got red lightning. Okay, I should probably switch out. Let's use the Sonic enemy. So I've come to the conclusion that this game is basically try not to get shot too many times until you find the health pickup.
Pretty much. I was super surprised when they put this game on here.
Yeah, because again, like I've only heard about this through emulation. Oh no, I didn't want him to be level 2. Fuck, I don't want a level 2 fireball. Fuck you. Fuck you, fireball.
Well, time to quit the game.
Let's see, can I jump down? Oh, I thought it was a pit. Okay.
Well,
I love the enemies that spawn and just like throw rocks at you. Oh, he does contact damage. Also, he's like a little option. Okay, maybe you're not so bad, Fiery. Oh, that was all, that entire thing was stage 1, okay.
Yeah, and there's 8 stages, I think.
8 stages? Well,
I believe that's how many.
I'm gonna stop here, but I would like to finish this game sometime. Because I've never finished it, and it always seemed cool. Our dragon. Cool as that.
Look what you have next.
I haven't played this in forever. I only completed it once.
I don't think I've actually ever played through this one.
It's pretty good. I think
I know it.
Monster World 4 is better.
Oh yes, I think of the like side-scrolling, like the more traditional, like the Monster World ones. This one's probably the weakest, but still decent.
It's pretty chunky. There's a lot of content in it.
I actually plan on doing this in like 2 weeks, or not 2 weeks, like sometime in November. I have it on my list to do.
Yeah,
Except I'm not
I have Monster Boy: The Cursed Kingdom on my list. Oh, look at that!
Yeah,
Oh, look at that parallax scrolling. Ah,
It's really good. Except I'm not going to be doing this version. I'm actually going to be using the Turbo CD version.
wow, you dirty traitor! Doing those cheap cash-ins from Hudson.
Where they for some reason turned main character into Beetle.
Well, yeah, because all the Hudson ones are reskins. I mean, honestly, before the Dragon's Trap remake, I did prefer the TurboGrafx version to the Master System version because it just looked nicer.
Yep. Oh yeah, also that's right, because they also made there's actually a port of Monster Land on the TurboGrafx, like on the PC Engine, that is based on a chain of stickers.
I've never played the Monsterland version, or the Monsterland TurboGrafx version. I played the Dragon's Trap, and I tried this one.
Yeah, Dragon's Curse is pretty good. The Dynastic Hero seems to be pretty good as well.
Does Monster Boy have this character?
Yeah, it does.
I know that he appears in the church, but it's like the character has the character appear.
Oh. No, I don't think Shion
I don't think Shion appears.
appears.
I know a character from. Yeah, the character.
Lugu appears from in Monster Boy. I remember that. I don't know if Asha appears though.
She technically does. Okay, let's go back for those boots. Yes, I did finish Monster Boy: The Cursed Kingdom and like completed 100%, but I do want to do it on stream because I only did first impressions of it and then played the rest off stream. But probably not. When would we do that? We might not do it this year. Because I have a bunch of other stuff I need to do. But I might do it like the next platformer thing is Slide 2, so maybe I'll do it after Slide 2. Okay, do I need to equip this? Yeah. Okay, now we move slightly faster. Oh yeah, Monster Boy: The Cursed Kingdom is amazing. I was actually just taken aback at how good it turned out to be. I was really skeptical because they announced it around the time they announced the Dragon's Trap remake, and I was just like, compared to Dragon's Trap art style, Monster Boy and Curse Kingdom looked like a cheap bootleg, like looked like a Flash game. But it turned out looking actually really good in the end.
I hope that one actually had the actual developer.
Yeah. I'm very excited for the Streets of Rage remake sequel from the Dragon's Trap remake people. Remember, it's not just like Dragon's Trap, it's like another indie studio that made some beat 'em ups with like not full motion video, but like digitized sprites. Can't remember their name.
The developer?
So the people who are working on the new Streets of Rage game, it's the Dragon's Trap people, but it's also another studio that has done a beat 'em up in the past and used like digitized sprites, like a recent one, an indie one.
Yeah, because I know like Lizard Cube is associated with it, but
There's a second team.
Guard Crush?
I think yeah.
It's listed as Lizard Cube, Guard Crush Games, and Dotemu.
You can ride the jellyfish.
I just like how when that was being announced and that they weren't like saying who did the music. That they're like, oh man, is Yuzo Koshiro not going to be involved at all? And then they just announced like, no, actually, it's not just him. It's like four other people that are all hugely great.
Yeah. Like I didn't like how people were all of a sudden like, oh no, the game's gonna suck. We don't have the original composer. It's like they didn't say they don't have him. They just can't comment on it yet. Like it's two different things. Alright, this one also has like little companions you get for different areas. I think each area gives you like a little companion. This one's pretty good. She'll do her thing. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the shield. It's not really smart to move without a shield. Also, I should probably equip Firestorm. I think she might start doing her thing in the next screen. No, there she is. She just like keeps like hitting the enemies. I don't know if she actually does damage.
It doesn't seem like it she was, but it was.
It's pretty cute.
I mean, it's pretty cute nonetheless.
Talk about like fucking instant respawns. Ocarina. Oh, they have to like go and take the ocarina from somebody. Okay, we're gonna stop here though, because this is like a really slow burner. I don't think we can show off much of it.
Yeah, plus you have one of my favorite games next. Oh, nope, not that one. Never mind.
Wow, Lolo, you really like Kid Chameleon. I was about to comment how, like, I don't understand how people like this game. There's a new
I was thinking
machine in the
after this.
arcade that one could walk into and play. Used holograms to create a reality, not our own. Everybody played it. But it was a little too real. The boss escaped and began capturing kids by defeating them at the game.
God, this is a Sega Technical Institute ass Sega Technical
This is the
Institute.
story of someone too tough to beat. Someone known as... Kid Chameleon. This is also like a super long game, from what I remember.
Yes.
Like there's a million levels, and sometimes like it just doesn't end. So we're this kid, Kid Chameleon. And then when you jump into P blocks, get this stuff. But then... Ugh. Oh my god, I hate how this controls.
Yeah, it is super slippery.
Where is the helmet? There we go.
It's a little bit. Yeah, I was gonna say a little forward.
And when Kid Chameleon picks up a helmet, his cosplay unlocks.
It's a shame. I think you're probably not going to be showing off what I think is the best one, which then he just turns into a giant tank.
Oh, the one that has a little spike helmet.
It's like no, he turns into a tank, like a skull tank.
Yeah, but I mean, like the skull actually has like a little, the little helmets with the little spike on the top.
Oh yeah, they might have.
Ah, yes, I learned the drawback of being too heavy. This game is slippery as heck. The weird thing about this is this looks like an Amiga-ass game in terms of the concept and how it plays, but the graphics are not typical to Amiga ports.
Well, that's kind of what Sega Technical Institute really does, like a lot of their games.
Just glorify the Amiga games.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Consider it's the same people who make Green Dog.
Man, remember Green Dog?
Unfortunately, yes.
Actually, wait, wasn't that one of those games that I had you rank, but you never played before?
No. No, I did that because when I did Sega Technical Institute games, I did that.
I didn't realize that was Sega Technical Institute.
Yep. Because let's see. Yeah, because they all... Yep, that was their first game other than Dick Tracy.
See, the only thing I remember them after are Comic Zone and the Ooze.
Yep, because, I mean, they didn't have that many games, but it's Dick Tracy, Kid Chameleon, Green Dog. They were the American studio that did Sonic 2. They did Spinball.
Spinball.
And then they did Comic Zone, The Ooze, Die Hard Arcade, and they were working on Sonic Extreme.
Man, Sonic Extreme. Like all the bad stories that you hear from that development. Including why it got cancelled. Do you know that story?
I just remember that being just a nightmare. It was just a nightmare project.
So one of the reasons got cancelled is I think it was Yuji Naka who was visiting. or somebody from Sega Japan was visiting, and they basically, instead of showing them the latest build, they accidentally showed them like a boss or something from an early build. And then he didn't want to see the new build and just canceled the project. He was like, "This is garbage."
Hey, Yuji Naka and and Sega Technical Institute did not get along very well. Because that was actually because Mark Cerny was actually one of the main people behind Sega Technical Institute when it was developed, like it first came out. After Sonic 2, he's like, I am not working with him anymore. And he just left. I have not heard anything good about anyone working with Yuji Naka.
To be fair, the entire like rivalry between Sega of Japan and Sega of America was like the most inane shit ever.
Also, I like the fact that because when they were working on Sonic 2, like they were gonna because Yuji Naka quit Sega before Sonic 2, but he was brought back under Sega Technical Institute because that basically wages, I believe. But they were going to get another one of the Japanese developers for Sonic 2. But then the Gulf War happened.
Jeez.
And he couldn't work on Sonic 2.
Yeah, like, I'm not sure why it all happened. One of the reasons I've heard was because of, I need to mash C. Wow. One of the reasons I heard that it happened was because, the Mega Drive did so much better in America than in Japan. And, like, Sega of Japan was a bit jealous. And that was one of the main reasons that, like, there was so much friction.
Also, I remember hearing that it was just national preference.
Yeah.
That basically all the Japanese developers basically worked by themselves. Yeah, an unfun Wario Land is a good way to describe this game.
Hey, how many years before Wario Land was this, huh? That's Sega Technical Institute.
I think it was 1 year.
Well, isn't like Wario Land 1?
Actually, I think that was 94, now that I think about it.
Yeah, but Wario Land 1 didn't have the power changing gimmicks, right?
It had the hats, but it wasn't quite as drastic as it is in this, or in later Wario Lands.
And they really like those hidden blocks. But yeah, Sega was definitely, as Bob and Eric put it, like, worse for themselves than Nintendo was. I like how you have like a little bit of that even today. Not a little bit, but you still have that today. Like, I don't know if anybody remembers that Shining Force incident where Sega of Japan, or somebody from Sega of Japan, was basically taking down all videos related to Shining Force because they wanted to have a how was it? They wanted to basically optimize search results for a new Shining game. So that's like when a lot of channels got strikes and closed down. And apparently, like, Sega of America and Europe couldn't do anything about it because it was just like, oh, it's an order from Sega of Japan, that's it. Alright, there's these weird blocks that break down to several blocks.
I mean, at least we're getting Phantasy Star 2, or Phantasy Star Online 2. Finally.
I feel like at this point it's probably too late. Except if on the Switch, I'd probably play it on the Switch.
they're still, I mean, they're still adding stuff to it, so depends upon how feature parity it is. Because if it's, and I think they've gone ahead and said that it's going to be feature, like it's going to be on the same expansion that the Japanese version is. Which there is a lot in that game.
There we go. Got a good one.
You turned into Splatterhouse.
I was gonna say Friday the 13th, but sure. Splatterhouse did it first.
It's just the way he looks. He looks like Rick from the Chibi Splatterhouse.
How does this work? It's gonna launch me in the air. That is the weirdest platform I've ever seen.
That was incredibly anticlimactic.
So can I use this? Okay. Is that like a warp zone? Like I don't even know where I
Probably
am.
this game had a whole bunch. Oh, I think you can get the tank in here.
Maybe. See if we can get the tank. I think that coin was a continue. Which, by the way, is a pretty cool idea to make a continue a coin for this type of game because it makes sense. I think the idea is to go down here for a secret. Thank you, video game.
I don't know why, but it always weirded me out seeing like having the enemies like stay after you've killed them for a while.
Oops. Well, this is gonna be awkward. Nope. Jump. Sure. Under Skull Mountain 1. Okay, I think we can move on to the next game. That was Kid Chameleon, everybody. It's pretty jank. Well, Lolo, we played your favorite game, Kid Chameleon. Now we're gonna play an actually good game.
Yes.
I've never played this version of Fantasy Zone. I've never played the Master
So it's
System
pretty
one.
similar. It's pretty similar to. It's the same concept as the other Fantasy Zones. It's just a lot. Has a lot more features. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, one thing you might want to do is actually reset the game real quick. There's a rapid fire mode you have to turn on.
Oh.
Yeah, I turned that on.
Yeah, that's like infinitely better.
So there really isn't any reason to go any more speed. I'd get the big wings because those engines are basically your speed ups.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you'd have to worry about a weapon upgrade except for actually. Oh, because you could have scrolled down.
Oh.
But you should be good for now.
Ah, now this is a beam.
Yep, and it is also timed. Also, you can hold down the, I think it's probably C to do bombs. Or it's one of the other buttons. You usually kind of want to do both. Because bombs are a really good base destroyer. I'm trying to remember the first boss this one is. Okay, it is... Oh, this one. Right? Okay, so it's gonna shoot out a thing that's gonna spread.
Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. Yeah, happy Halloween, everybody. There we go. Ah, you can't scroll down. Wow.
So I don't get... First thing I get is quartet missiles.
That's a sub-weapon?
It is missiles you'll always have. So it basically upgrades your bombs into a set of homing missiles. The rubber boots you don't need because the rubber boots and the super lights are for 2 specific stages. It's not this one. You could get an extra life. Of the weapons, the cross ring is definitely the best, but it's also the most expensive.
Cross.
The laser beam is also really good.
Is the jet engine permanent?
Yes. I'd get, but you really don't need to get anything other than big wings. Unless you felt that that was too slow.
No. I'm trying to see how fast we can go.
Rocket engine is essentially suicide. Yeah, you should be good with just that. Especially rapid on.
Kind of want to get 7-way shot because I want to see. I never seen a 7-way shot.
It's 7-way shot's really good.
This music is pretty good.
Yeah, the music in this game is fantastic. The name of this track is Mango, if you were curious.
Those enemies
also,
look
there
like
is
pickups.
Yeah, there is no pickups in this game other than money. So, there's also a cheat. I can't remember how you do it, but there is you can actually turn on the original game soundtrack.
Did this get a Sega Ages release?
No. The first game is going to get one, but it has not gotten it yet.
So
The only downside...
I'm still waiting for the Shinobi Sega Ages release.
The only downside of the Quartet missiles is the fact that it homes mostly on... It doesn't home on bases. So you're gonna have to rely on your main shot to take them down for the most part, but it does such a good job against enemies that it's worthwhile having.
Wow, this track is really good.
Yeah, all the music in this game is really good.
Layer to bit. So lose
you should get,
Nope,
you should get a shop. Yeah, you do, but you can go back to the shop.
I'm just gonna try the 7-way.
Also, the thing about this... Oh, wait, is it not in this one? Or maybe it's just not the first one there. is that this game has inflation. In that, so the purple items, those are special items. So that is the A attack. Basically, it's your A. It's a one-time use thing. So basically, what that'll do is, basically, it gets the heavy bomb from the original game.
Yeah, this 7-way shot is pretty good.
Yes. There's a reason why it's the best weapon in the first game.
Now, if only the boss would spawn before it fucking expires.
Oh, especially that'd be really good against this boss too.
Yep, well, doesn't matter, I died literally immediately. Oh, I lose like literally everything.
Yeah, that's kind of the downgrade.
That's not okay. Oh well. Well, that was Fantasy Zone. I guess it's alright. I'd rank it below Alex Kidd. Alex Kidd and Miracle World, not Enchanted Castle.
Yeah, there's very few things that go underneath Enchanted Castle.
Is that like at the bottom of your ranking list?
It is pretty close to the bottom. I want to say there are. Let's see, I can find out exactly how many things are underneath it.
Here's a Sonic that most people say is the best one, but the really cultured people say it's Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That's the best one.
There are 11 games on the list underneath Alex Kidd, out of over 400.
I mean, Tails can't even fly in this one. What's the point?
I think he only can in 2-player mode.
I don't think he can even in 2-player mode.
I thought he could in this one.
Okay, I might be misremembering.
So here's a good special stage.
Yeah. Well, this one's like a bastard for the final ones.
Except for Tails being an idiot.
Yeah.
The CPU will screw you over.
So there's more.
Zero ring to go.
Yeah, this one is so much. This game is so much better than the first Sonic.
It also doesn't give you. Yeah, it also doesn't give you motion sickness.
Well, I mean, like the game in like total, not just the bonus stage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just in general so much a better game.
I still like 3 and Knuckles more, but that's just me.
Oh yeah, it's still better in general. Or at least I haven't played 3 in forever.
Well, I mean, if you're playing 3, it has to be with the Knuckles extension,
Well,
because there's
right.
no point otherwise.
Man, it's just God, just how it just kind of just breaks my brain sometimes just to imagine how long that game is.
Yeah,
to
Sonic.
think that Sonic 3 Knuckles was to be the default. Like that was to the game that was Sonic 3.
Yeah,
And they had to break it up.
it's ridiculous how long it actually is. Like, it takes a few hours to complete. Although I first only played Sonic and Knuckles, and then I played the Sonic 3 Vanilla, and then I found online that you could like get ROMs that are Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I always found it weird how like you play Sonic 3 and you see the breakable walls for Knuckles, and you're like, what is this here? How do I get through this?
That's right. I forgot there was just a PC port of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
There were Sega ports of a lot of things.
Yeah, that was how I played Sonic CD for the first time. Like,
See, I didn't know Sonic CD had a PC port.
played Sonic CD and Sonic Schoolhouse.
Okay, Shizzle, so I'm gonna pause here. So that spinning barrel in Carnival Night Zone, I got stuck on it so many times, and I didn't know the trick to it until I was like super mad, and I started mashing the jump button. So what would happen is I turned supersonic while the barrel was going upwards, and then I'd clip under the barrel because I had no collision during the supersonic animation. And for the longest time, that's how I like went through that section. I was just like, okay, I guess this is the only way to go through. So I would have to, every time I played, collect all the Chaos Emeralds before that fucking barrel. And then, like, I don't know, like 7 or 8 years ago, I just find out, oh, you just hold down. And I'm like, what? Like, who came up with that stupid shit?
Wait, how far is Carnival Night Zone?
Far enough that I had to literally not miss a single big ring.
Like, I didn't think there was enough big rings.
There
Isn't
are,
there
there are enough. You just have to like play perfectly. Fuck off, Tails. God damn
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Tails, you piece of garbage. Oh my god.
I was about to say, almost didn't make it.
Okay, just shoot Tails. Tails, move!
Because remember, you have to jump.
Damn it, I fucked up. Fuck this, we're done. We're going to the next game. This special stage sucks.
Oh, here we go.
Sonic 3 was better. We're probably not gonna play this beyond the first stage. Because this game is cool, also obscenely difficult.
This is just a game that, not until very recently did I understand how to even play it. Also, never quite realized how good the soundtrack is in this game.
You know, I think, like, of all the things this reminds me of, it reminds me of a Psygnosis game the most.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, this just seems like a Psygnosis-ass game.
It's like somebody went, what if we made a Psygnosis game, but you could actually control it? That's the only difference. Okay, I need to do some
Well, don't you have to like sit around for a little while?
March in your head with the
No,
thumbs.
let's just say that's Colibri I'm thinking of. Which is maybe the same people. Colibri, which is basically what if Echo was a schmuck?
I don't even remember how to get past that wall. Yeah, they all say the same thing. I think there's something you do for that thing to move. Oh, wait, no, I remember what I need to do. I have to jump in the sky so everybody gets kidnapped.
Alright, that's what. Yeah.
And now this is open. Yeah, so basically aliens are abducting other dolphins, and it's up to us to save them. Oh my god. This should not be that difficult. There we go. The problem is, like, Dr. McNinja ruins dolphins for me, so every time I see a dolphin, I just imagine it holding a gun.
Also.
There's that one scene in that game. God.
I mean, dolphins are just horrifying creatures to begin with.
Basically, the game is you throwing this sonar and hoping. Ow. Oh, I've died. You're throwing the sonar and hoping you'll find whatever it is you need. Oh, dolphin would fuck you up in a heartbeat. Dolphin does not care. Oh my god, I hate these angles. There we go. So I think the top bar is our health, the bottom bar is our air. Yep. Those dolphins cannot actually breathe underwater. There we go, we found the key. What does Yorka say? The big blue will help you. Okay, so now we have the key, so now we have to go all the way back to the Aero Crystal. I don't remember where the heck it was. Okay, it's not
So isn't there a thing with this game where you can, like, beat this game in, like, 5 minutes?
I do not know about that. Go. So that down there is not the name of the caves, the FTSC, that's the password. Anyway, this is now a maze, and I'm just gonna immediately move to the next game.
We do the smart thing and stop playing this game.
Road Rush. I have never played Road Rush, I think. Maybe once or
Never
twice
played-
on a ROM pit, but like never properly.
I remember playing this on the PlayStation. Maybe not this for, like, Road Rash 2, but I remember playing one on... or one of the games on PlayStation.
What's gas? Okay, B is gas. Or that's a wheelie. Oh. Okay, I guess B is gas. Okay, and C is punch. See,
It's only your fist. The police will never help you.
see, this is like only as far as I've seen Road Rash. Oh god. Like with the punching. I'm guessing you can buy chains later. Rude boy. So man, this is like... This controls in a very different way to what I'm used to.
Also, I think that might have been an arrow on the side.
I don't think I'm gonna win this race.
Also, like the fact that there is no way in hell a road like this would be a 45.
Oop, damn it. Look how I'm not the only one that crashed. Oh, there's a crowd. Whoa! Actual physics. Viper. My eyes on you, Viper. Shit, I punched a cop. I mean, good, I punched a cop.
Well, punch it some more.
Oh no, he's behind me. Oh god. I think the Popo is behind me. God, he has a chain. Get off my case, man. Oh, I got 3rd place. Didn't expect that. Player A has qualified on 1 of 5 tracks on this level. Okay, I want to show off some more games, but that was successful. I recommend this game. It lets you punch cops. Now, the sequel to Castle of Illusion. Also, I might skip ahead near the end of the stream, because I do want to do one game. Illusion Shot Pictures presents. Oh, it's Goofy. Wait, Mickey, Mouse, and Donald Duck?
Yep, this is a 2-player game. Or this can be a 2-player game.
Minnie Mouse and Daisy Duck. Or more like, oh no, it's Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, but like nobody's playing them, they're playing themselves, like real people. But yeah, I remember playing this in co-op, where you can just keep spamming attacks on your other player.
I've never actually played this one.
I played it a few times as a kid. One night, Mickey and Donald were practicing for a big magic act. One of the magic tricks surprised Donald, and he fell backward, tripping over some scenery. Behind the scenery was a mysterious magic box with a drawn curtain. Oh boy, if it works, we can use this in our magic dance, said Donald. Oh, I don't know if that's such a good idea, replied Mickey, noticing a strange glow behind the curtain. He was too late. Donald had already stepped inside. Poof, the curtain fluttered and Donald disappeared. Mickey stepped inside to inspect the box, and poof, he disappeared too. Booming laughter echoed as Mickey and Donald fell through the darkness, and an evil voice said, "You are good magicians in your world, but here in my world of magic, you'll have to learn many more tricks to find your way home. If you can find and defeat me, I will show you a way out of this magic box." Okay, do player 1, and play Donald. This is much, much different to the Castle of Illusion game. So basically, you turn these poor people into plants.
Yeah, this looks like a Version Games game.
You can crawl. You're basically a good guy in this game as much as Mario is a good guy in Odyssey, where he just takes control of innocent people. Classic Half-Life seesaw puzzle. Way before Valve did it.
Also, I always like that in the Walt Disney games that they're tries, not lives.
Well, yeah, we don't want you to die. We want you to just try and be successful. Because dying is too violent. You can't have Donald die. Also, the crawl is really weird because you have to do like down, forward, and jump. So, like if you just do down, forward, he's not gonna crawl. But if you do down and jump, then he'll crawl. It is a pretty game though. And yeah, if you do this on the other player, they'll get stunned. So you can basically grief other people. You should rank this in multiplayer, Lolo.
Should.
Well, you don't deal damage to them, but you stun them.
I should also take a look at the those Great Magical Quest games that Capcom made.
I haven't heard of those.
They're kind of like this, but Yeah, it's like, did you ever play the Great Circus Mystery? The Disney game?
I might have seen it, but I don't think I played it.
Okay, because that's the second one in that trilogy.
Also, do you want to know how awkward running and jumping is in this game?
Probably Dairy.
So A is run and C is jump. So you basically have to like hold it like an arcade stick if you want to do a running jump. Although I don't think it actually affects like your jump distance. Or if it does, it's very slight. But yeah, then you have to find other things in the environment and you cast magic on them. Man, Daffy's rather than Daffy, Donald is really angry about being a magician. Look at that. He's like those old drunk clowns that go to kids' parties. He's here to earn his buck, doesn't care about the craft. Oh no, I didn't get that. Oh well. Ah, we're gonna do a little magic. This is making me want to play the Animaniacs Mega Drive game. I wish they got that in. Ever play that one? Oh no, we lost Lolo. Oh yeah, there's an Animaniacs game for the Mega Drive that's really good. Or not really good.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing that that was
no.
pretty good.
I can't remember if it's really good because I played it as a kid, but I remember enjoying it. Oh, right, this thing. I have to follow the platform it makes. Oh no, that fell! And now we died. And that was the last we've seen of Donald.
Can't believe Donald's dead.
As it should be. So we still have a few other things here. I want to show off quickly, so what other games we have. So there's Streets of Rage 2, Gunstar Heroes, very good, Shining Force 1, very good, Wish It Was 2, I like 2 better, Shinobi 3, excellent. Landstalker I remember being pretty good, but it's been a while. Street Fighter 2...
Landstalker's weird, but yeah, it's good.
Street Fighter 2, I don't even know how you'd play that on a 6-button pad. Or on a 3-button pad.
I believe it's you hit start and that switches between punches and kicks.
Yeah, terrible. Have Sonic Spinball, which is the worst thing. One of the worst things on here. If it wasn't for Enchanted Castle, this would be the worst game on the Mini, in my opinion. Robotics Memory Machine, aka Puyo Puyo, Eternal Champions. I don't like Eternal Champions, but whatever. Wish it was the CD version. Castlevania, extremely good. Diamond Haiti, pretty good. Mega Man The Wily Wars, a lot of people shit on this, I like it. Or from Jim, I like it. Probotector, aka Contra Hardcore. The inferior version because everybody's shitty robots instead of like a fucking werewolf and like punk-ass lady. Phantasy Star 4, excellent. Story of Thor, pretty good. Light Crusader, I've never actually played.
Light Crusader is apparently more like Fight Sucker. I forgot that it's called the Story of Thor in
Yeah, this
Europe.
is Beyond Oasis, I think. No?
Yep,
Wait.
it's Beyond Oasis.
It's Beyond Oasis, yeah. Yeah, if you change this to like the Japanese version, you get Contra, but then I don't know which choices are which because you have multiple choices in this game. Because then it's all Japanese. Comic Zone, really good, but also really hard. Vector Man, kinda trash. Virtua Fighter 2, I don't know why this is here. Like, was the Mega Drive version even popular?
No, but I think it's a way they can get a Virtua Fighter game in there.
They're just checking interest so they know whether they should make a sequel. Monster World 4, which is the so this was never localized to the West actually, but it wasn't the Virtual Console for the Wii, so that's that translation.
There was also it was also released for the Xbox 360 and PS3.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that part.
It was in a collaboration with, I think it's Land, World, and that.
Yeah, so With me. So Monster World 4, yeah, we never actually had that, but now you can play it in English. It's really good. It's a really good game. Darius, this is the port of the first Darius, which was reported, and the Elusive Tetris. We're gonna check out these two, and then I'm gonna do a quick run of something else and wrap it up.
So, have you heard the story about what this thing is?
So this is like a fan port that they asked the rights
Yep.
to.
Yep.
If you go to
Yep.
start and you go to option, so you have notices, and it does actually tell you MIT license 2009 Stefan Delongville. I probably mispronounced that. But yeah, this is like a fan thing. They got the rights to put on, I guess.
Yep.
And this is the arcade port of the first Darius game,
Yes.
which is why it's at
Also, I'm
which is why it's at like the end of the list in terms of release dates, because it never actually got released. It's technically 2019.
also. It sounds like it would have been a CD port because this is just straight up the music from the arcade version. Also, they changed a very fundamental thing about the first Darius is that enjoy your persona.
Yeah, thanks for a follow.
I couldn't hear it over the music just happened to sound just like the notice, but in the original Darius, if you're playing one player and you die, you would go back to a checkpoint.
Yeah, so this is improved.
Yeah. Also, I think that the original Darius had this weird thing in the arcades where it was 3 monitors side by side to make an extremely wide game. There was ports of it to the TurboGrafx that made it very, like, they had fit it for the TV. And it seems like this one has a slightly wider
Oh, that.
ratio.
Yeah. I definitely don't know how to play this, but this is still better than Thunder Force. Like, if they're gonna add a shmup, they might as well add this one. Okay, let's
Also, it's weird because they could have just put Sagaya on here, which is a port of Darius 2.
I mean, I feel this is good because it's, like, very unexpected. Anyway, there's also Tetris. But you probably know the history of this one more. There's, like, the unlicensed version of Tetris, so it got pulled from shelves.
So, yeah, what this is that... weirdly enough, the console rights of Tetris are very confusing because in Japan, Sega had arcade rights, I believe. And this is basically a port of the Sega arcade version of Tetris. And I'm pretty sure there was actually a port of that to... There was a version of Tetris in Japan for the Mega Drive. But I'm not quite certain what all that is about this release. Yeah, this is just... it's practically the arcade version.
Yeah, from what I understand, but I could be wrong, this is basically super rare because it got pulled since the home console rights were with Nintendo, I guess.
So, there was something... I believe that was the case.
Okay.
This is weird because there's also...
There's an explanation from Zarky.
Oh, there's only yeah.
Well, that's the 100 copies sold, but not manufactured. So it's probably like a lot of the ones that are in the wild are manufactured ones that weren't destroyed.
Yeah. Also, I think this is the first version of Tetris that has a lock delay, or one of them at least.
Yeah. I mean, this is like less, it's Tetris. Like, the only part that's super impressive about it is that, like, if you want to play it legally, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars.
Yeah, for the time, it was surprisingly, like, the fact that it had hard drop, it had lock delay, for the time was actually relatively innovative for Tetris.
Yeah, and this version is like obviously like they didn't release this illegally. They got the rights to release this from the Tetris company.
Did they? So is it only one rotation button?
No, I have. Let me check actually. Yeah, it seems like it only goes in one rotation.
Okay, because that's a kind of annoying thing about the arcade version is the fact that it only goes in one direction.
The annoying part here is you can't rotate until you're deep enough. Like it won't clip to the top. But yeah, that's Tetris. I mean, I think these two editions are pretty good. I actually would count this as a special edition as well because like this wasn't available in English, so that's good. We're gonna do a bit of Shinobi 3, and then we're gonna wrap it up. I need to replay this on stream sometime because I really like the Shinobi, and I try to like play through it at least once a year. Like on my own, on like on stream, but I might as well stream it. Let's see. It just flows so well.
Now I'm just keeping an eye to see if Torpid pops in during that one segment again.
I don't think we're gonna get as far as that segment. In one segment, where I actually streamed this twice, I think. Once I tried to see if how fast I could complete it, like not speedrunning, it's just saying like, oh, personally, how fast can I go? And Torpid jumped in the voice chat and said something while I was in a difficult platforming section and I died. And then the other time, Torpid kept giving me shit during a boss fight, where he said like, oh yeah, this boss has a lot of health, and I said, no it doesn't really, and then it turned out that the boss did have a lot of health, and I admitted that Torpid was a master of Shinobi. Damn it, I was hoping I could like jump that. I meant to actually like jump here and do that shit and then attack him. The other part about this game is if you have the power up, you do so much more damage, like noticeably more damage. Okay, I'm playing shit here.
So I like the fact, though, I tried to look up that clip on YouTube by typing in Torpid type of Shinobi, and the results that I got were to Torpo's channel, to a channel that's called Shinobi, and just another one that's just a channel that has Shinobi experts that just has 2 followers.
I'm playing with garbage. Like, I replayed this, I played this a bit when I got the mini and I wasn't playing this bad. But obviously now that I'm streaming, everybody needs to see how bad I am. That this game I say I like. Because of course, if you like a game, you have to be perfect at it. There we go. One thing I like about Shinobi 3 is, like, it does away with one of Shinobi's fundamental design philosophies, which is do anything that makes you look like a dick. It's basically how like old Shinobi games work. Oops. That was the wrong wall. How old Shinobi games work essentially are you have a pet, you have a jump, and you see the platform on the other side, and then you jump on the platform, and it turns out, oh, this platform had an enemy, and he shoots you in the air, and you fall down and you die. How you're meant to play is you're meant to assume the game is bullshit enough that it'll place the enemy there, and then you just like you shoot as you jump. All these things. Great. Now time for this boss to take twice as long again. But to be fair, I like this Shinobi more than I like Master System Shinobi. Although I've played Master System Shinobi like countless times. I also love this run slash move.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Time for the cool level. Ninjas on a horse. God, tracking this one so good. I also like the like kite ninjas. Very authentic. Got that one up. Good thing. I think it's a few more hurdles now in the boss. Ready, it's a boss right away. Yeah, it's a boss right away. Oh. I'm gonna just use this. Just so we don't waste time. There we go. Basically, the shield absorbs hits for a while. I just did that because like this power up does so much does so much damage. Oh, I just earned one and lost one because these assholes shoot a lot. Like it does so much damage. Bosses like take like 3 times more damage, I think, or something like that. Okay, time for the mandatory elevator segment. Also, yeah, you have different, oh, can I not select it now? Oh, it's probably because I don't have any. You have different ninjutsu. Shield, the AoE, and there's a suicide ninjutsu. Which how it works is it fully refills your health, it takes 1 up away from you, and it deals damage to all enemies, which is really good if you don't want to reset the checkpoint. I think it's probably my favorite ninjutsu because it's just like very elegant design. Oh, you have a bunch of lives. Well, here's the use for them that isn't necessarily just like stacking them. I do think you don't like it doesn't consume ninjutsu, but I think you need like at least one to be able to use it. God, the music in this game is so good.
Also, that's the thing that about that one of the things omitted in this version or the Genesis Mini that I'm surprised is that Revenge of Shinobi isn't on this.
So Revenge of Shinobi is on the Japanese one, and the Western one got this, which I like more, but it is like weird to just not have both of them. I also would rather had like Sonic 3 instead of Sonic fucking Spinball.
You know,
or anything instead of Alex Kidd.
I kind of wonder if those enemies are just so similar, like they're just similar enough to, like I know they changed it to Batman and Spider-Man, and with how the rights are now.
I
for
do.
the US release.
I think there are some like re-releases that. Oh, there we go. Like, see how like few hits that took. I think
I know they changed it.
they changed it in like all future releases of Revenge of Shinobi. Like, if they released Revenge of Shinobi now, it wouldn't be the same as the one that was originally released on the Mega Drive.
Yeah, but I wonder if they're just that. It's like it's just similar enough. That could be a problem.
Oh my fucking god! This is the one stage I really hate in this game. It's so annoying. That's the most annoying enemies. It's so easy to get ahead. But yeah, I think like virtual console releases of the of Revenge of Shinobi just changed the sprites for everything. Except Spider-Man, because technically for that one they were allowed to use it. Like Batman, Terminator, and Godzilla. Although there is Mechagodzilla in this one, and it looks unapologetically like Mechagodzilla. You know, I feel like if you made a new Shinobi game now, like, you shouldn't do copyright infringement, but it should, like, in the spirit of things, just get some weird licenses and add, like, oh, we want to add this character as an enemy, and just like, oh, can we add, like, you know, John Wick as an enemy?
No, what they should do is the thing that should have happened at any point, which is they should get the Guyver. Put the Guyver in as something. Or really, there should just be a Guyver video game.
Or just go like, hey, can we take Sans Undertale and make him a boss in Shinobi? But it's not like Sans Undertale, it's just like, it looks like him. It's like a skeleton in a blue jacket.
It's like the real life version of pictures.
Yeah. Ah, motherfucker. I mean, you just ask indies, like, hey, we want to, like, mimic copyright infringement in their new AAA game. Can we put in, like, I don't know, Shovel Knight as a boss or something?
It's like, I was reading, or I saw something today that there was an interview with Zun that he wants Reimu to be in Smash, and honestly, I think that would be a good fit. Like of Toho.
Yeah. I imagine he was like, man, I've been making Toho for all these years, and here comes Toby Fox, and he gets fucking Sans already.
Well, Bad Apple's been in every single rhythm game ever now. I think the only modern one it's not in is, I don't know if it's in Taiko, but I bet you it is.
Well, I think, like, it's probably in Taiko for the arcade at least, but maybe not, like, the home version.
Nope, it's in Taiko, it's in the Switch version.
Oh, okay. Man, bad fucking Apple. I think most people don't even remember where that's from. Or know where that's from.
The funny thing about that is that it's from the PC-88 Toho, or the PC-98 Tohos. That nothing gets referenced from anymore. Except for that one song.
Okay. Time for this
Yeah, this one-
stupid section.
Yeah, I was wondering if this was going to be... Yeah, this had... I was wondering if this is going to be where this boss is.
Yep.
No, I think it's just 1 through 5. It's just because there's nothing really interesting about them.
Wasn't like the first Toho. Oh right, it never showed off that like super shuriken throw. Wasn't like the first Toho just like a paddle game.
Yep, it's a breakout style game. It's really weird.
Okay. So I'm just gonna use this because I hate this fight and I don't want to fight him for like longer than a few minutes. Then like less. I don't want to fight him for a few minutes. Is what I'll say.
Yeah, that's the thing with Toho is that everyone's like, oh, yeah, it's Toho, haha, but they're actually pretty solid games.
There we go.
I just hate this boss fight just the way it looks.
Just takes so long to kill.
Also, by the way, that was the boss that Torpo said had too much health. I think.
Yeah. I like Toko aesthetics. Oh, yeah, I wanted to do this stage. This track is so good. Best fucking track in the game.
The thing I would say that they add to the shmup genre is that, like, they were really big on the bullet pattern as something more than just...
Okay, sorry, I have to interrupt you, but we need to enjoy this music for a bit. I love doing this drop board kick.
That is so... That's so good.
So satisfying.
This is actually the best version of Surf Ninjas.
Wish I had the POW, because if you do the POW, I think you do the sword slice in the air.
I would really surprise me if it was not in the Steam collection. I will find out real quick.
Oh, and this like ridiculously badass boss. Love this armor design.
Yes, it does in fact include Shinobi 3.
So one thing I like about this boss is when he throws mines, they go super fast forward, because like they should. But like then you have to imagine like how fucking fast is Musashi throwing this shuriken if they manage to catch up with him. God. Okay, I gotta wrap up here. I just wanted to do the surf stage because this is so fucking good.
Yeah, finding an Espagludo board would be pretty good.
Okay, so, that's it for tonight, folks. I I will probably do a full playthrough of Shinobi 3 at some point because before the end of the year because I really like that game. It's high time I replay it fully again. If you enjoyed the show, please follow. There's also a Discord server you can hang out at, and if you already follow, you can also tell your friends about these streams if you enjoyed them, because that helps the channel grow. I'm gonna host Care Level 0 because he's streaming Corpse Party, which, content warning, is a pretty gruesome game, but I like it, so you can check that out. Or have a nice evening, and tomorrow we'll be streaming more of The Surge, so catch you later.
Bye.